last time we went there, we saw one. And it's supposed to be happening someday now.
Oslo is so pretty. I used to go all the time, and then I got dogs, and no dogs allowed, and now I just haven't been because it makes me sad.
Where can you take them?
Well, I've been taking him to 1,000 Acres, but it was closed. Figure out why with all that space.
This is the only time.
Last time
The vicious toad that is like Pac-Man.
I know, destroying everything we love.
There's no excuse.
This will be.
It's also destroying a few things we hate, I guess. There's that.
Only Xbox and PC. So PlayStation can't.
Nope.
Oh my God.
I mean, no, they already have Skyrim. They can't take that away from my PS3.
Well, no, they're not gonna take it away. They're just the future games are gonna be exclusives.
Okay, to Xbox and PC. Microsoft PC. I have a Microsoft PC, except it's a laptop, and it wouldn't be able to run. It would not be able to run Skyrim. And my PS3 can barely.
I couldn't run that on my computer.
Yeah. One game I recommend you get. I mean, as a symbolism, like it's a good game overall, I guess. But Bethesda just they tried to make it a good game, but it's the buggiest game. Bethesda.
It isn't. Other than Fallout.
Fallout 76 is glitchier than that. Yes, it
I'm
is.
talking about Fallout like the original one.
Oh.
Fallout 3, 4 in Vegas, no, 3 in Vegas.
No, 4 in Vegas and 3 are all good.
No, they're good.
1 and 2 are alright. 76 is an abomination.
I'm gone.
But why?
When it first came out, it sounded cool.
Yeah, because the trailer looks incredible. The trees originally in the beta testing they were trash for a long time. How it is better than Sony a little bit.
I've just been reading a ton of books
And
that
their
are
new
all
console is way stronger.
Yeah. Xbox, it's Elder Scrolls. Oh, wait. It's probably only gonna come. It's with Sony. They were saying it's gonna come out in minimum. Test is probably gonna come out in late
Last week, anything will come out. Anything good will come out later after. No.
How are you, Chris?
I'm good.
This is the final.
But they're missing 3 pieces,
they are. Well,
so they can't reach their. And then the rest. Oh, yeah, the rest.
it's way over there.
Yeah, but and then the Enterprise destroyed one. I'm pretty sure Voyager also destroyed one, but it was already damaged.
No, this thing is.
And then there was another.
Your brain sees NOS and it thinks, oh, NOS. NOS.
Energy drink.
Oh.
It's like carbonated cough syrup.
How do I get this back into a queue?
Answer, you don't.
Just all magnets.
No, I thought you bought yourself some blang.
Oh no.
Hold on, how do I put my grill together?
I can probably. They don't like each other.
Welcome to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is our last live stream. We'll be streaming from the Greenwater Guild Hall. Well, I posted the picture. It's close to the size of the private game room.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. The table's a little bit big. It's bigger than So it's long. My game table is longer than the table of Ultimate Gaming by like 1 chair width, but it's not quite as wide. And for some reason, I love that table, and I always wanted to use it for gaming. But now that I have it, I'm like, it may be too big. So I'm kind of looking at options for a slightly smaller
table.
table.
It's not too big.
In most cases.
We just need to get a bigger room, that's all.
Yeah.
Should get a bigger room.
Well, smaller table, which I've got my eye on one. Trying to find a gaming table that is exactly 3 feet wide by 5 feet long is any table. It's harder than you think. I'm like, all I want is a 3 by 5 table. Oh, well, you can get this one that's like 3 by 3. I don't want a perfect square. I'm not putting it in my kitchen. Oh, well, how about this one that's, 6.5 by 5? No, I don't. Why would I want a table that size?
It's massive.
Yeah, it's huge. And I even messaged Carolina Game Tables, and I was like, so none of your tables meet what I need. I mean, you make them right there. Can you make me a 3 by 5? Oh, we don't do custom sizes. Did you guys
Why
like?
not? You have wood.
You have wood and
screws.
and you
make
have
the
a
damn
measuring
table.
tape. I mean,
Make the table.
right?
Shut up and take my money.
Exactly.
I hate it when businesses
I think
do
that'd be like
that.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
what?
know
Did you guys create like a template? Are you? Is it not really wood? Are you?
It may be that payment is the issue. When they do customs, they can't sell it anywhere else, or else they make 10,000 legs, 10,000.
Right.
tops, and
They just hire
Well, it goes
temp
right up-
workers to assemble them.
It's all over the place, though. Sour cream
Right.
and tortilla and
I-
grill that shit.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't know what the ingredients are like you. I didn't work at Taco Bell 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's what always cracks me up when taco. It's all the same
Yes.
ingredients.
That
It's
is
just
what
put
I
on different
learned from
things.
working at Taco Bell is that they have the same palette of colors and they just paint different pictures.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Always the same ingredients, just combined in different ways.
Same ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Oh.
Ugh,
Papa John's is gross.
It is gross. Thank
Why
you.
would I pay 3 times more for a pizza that is raw and I have to cook it myself? By the time I pick it up from your store, it's not even ready yet. And
Every
you want
single
25 bucks
time
for it.
I've eaten Papa John's pizza, I get sick.
But
Every time.
Domino's.
Donuts best.
Domino's is okay.
for
Pizza
good
Hut's
cheap
best.
pizza, it's good cheap pizza.
Yeah.
It's my
It's better than, it's way better than Little Caesar.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I had a Pizza Hut.
Pizza, I like Pizza Hut. My 2 favorite pizza places is Pizza Baron down on 122nd Division. Fantastic. That's number 1. Number 2 is Blind over in absolute bottom of my list. Actually, lower than Papa John's would be oh my God! Now I can't think of their name.
They're too
Papa Murphy's?
No, they're in, and there's like an inch deep puddle of oil all over it. The flying pie, the original, used to be pretty good, but I
Tell you
don't know.
what, in Gresham, I think Edgefield makes my favorite pie. No matter where you order it around the property, it's all like from the same kitchen. I just like their dough. Huge bubbles. I like bubbly dough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm into.
I like their tater
What
tots.
was the onion
Yeah,
place?
good
Or
tater
you
tots
said
too.
blind onion.
Blind onion. I got it.
They are fantastic. Get the General if you like pizza. If you like a combo with everything on it, the General is great. We actually had the carnivore the other night, and it's really good. But there's like no vegetables on it at all. It's just like 5 different kinds of meat piled onto this.
I'm a strict vegetarian
Nice.
when it comes to my pizza. I don't like it floating in sausage oils. crap like that.
Well, I like some veggies on it. Although I like one of my favorite pizzas is just Papa Murphy's Gourmet Vegetarian. I love it.
Need to go there. That's like religion and politics, guys.
I mean, you shouldn't take my word for it. I also gladly drink Steel Reserve, so you know.
You're gross. You're a savage.
Yeah, I am a savage. You are a freaking animal. I actually mostly got into, I like my private games. I'll hand out inspiration to anybody that brings me bottles of Steel Reserve, and mostly it's because I like to watch the look on their face when I crack open one and just drink it straight from the bottle. They're like, "Oh God, ugh." Like it's not that bad when it's really cold. Yes, you blew up. That you guys are in a what you believe to be a storage room that has a wooden coat rack, an iron torture chair festooned with spikes, a 10-foot long, 250-pound chain, and a big fat iron cauldron, and a stone minecart, and a life-size hollow bronze statue of a bull. The door to the north.
Out of this room.
Correct.
Northwest, right?
Now, there's a couple of things going on. So, when Mecha Hallister blew up, that pretty much alerted everybody that was left in the dungeon. I mean, that was a big explosion. Boom! Yeah. Footsteps of hobgoblins all over the place. You can feel the ground shake from a couple of fire giants moving throughout. And north and continue your exploration. And back down to the stairwell that goes down to the obstacle course.
Okay. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have it in my notes. How were we supposed to like? She just know.
You would assume that she would know.
We let her know when we rung the mountain spell. We were supposed to get some.
Well, there was no definitive treasure. Would have destroyed a
Look it out
lot
for
of
our
water.
own best interests.
Had it been complete.
Well, today Liam is our leader. What should we do, Liam?
Did we
Oh,
find
that's-
and
I've
kill
never
the
been
son of
there.
Carl the Blind?
I'm so excited.
That was Doomcrown.
Doomcrown. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize he was Blind Uktarl's
Cody was last.
Madden's son. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
Strange.
remember you say that's all
Strange.
we're doing.
I'll be a Democrat. Okay, who wants to go back to the surface?
Your decision.
No.
This
Are we
isn't
due
a
for
diplomacy.
I don't know, a money-making roll on the Trollskull Manor yet?
It's only been. No. How full is your bag of holding?
We have like $3 of holding, I guess.
Yeah. Like, one of them is probably full.
Well, I've also been keeping track of all the miscellaneous quests we've been sent on and then forgot about and didn't do.
Uh-huh.
Or haven't had the opportunity to
Or
do
haven't
that.
had the opportunity to do. I do have a question about one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but we were sent on a mission by the Lord's Alliance to find the Eye of the Spider, an emerald that was stolen. We're supposed to look for Falkir the Dwarf. And my question was, is that the same giant emerald that we found in the Slither Swamp that the alchemist really wanted us to go
No.
get after?
No,
The
that was-
different,
that was-
different giant emerald?
No.
That was a slotty.
Yeah, that was
Range, yeah.
that was the control gem for a green slot.
Yes. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. And there was some kind of illithrid quest from Durnan.
Quest. Yeah, Yeah, they're given to you early on, but you're not going to do much with them until you are way deep in there.
Like, defeat Alistair.
No, we'll do that level 1 easy.
Probably more like defeat Arturia. Okay, who wants to?
So yeah, Joroth Brighthelm hired you to find, or to keep your eyes open for Falkir's Fist, a band of 4 dwarf adventurers that appeared in Undermountain over a year ago. The leader of the band, Falkir Gravelfist, is believed to have stolen a famous emerald called the Eye of the Spider.
Yeah.
That Durnan says that there is an Ulatheriad that has been using telepathy to contact random people.
So much for
That an alien intellect has reached out to them for information.
I've still always just kind of had a lingering interest in clearing out that spider-shaped fortress for the damn reason. Like, let's go to Skullport and clear out that.
I thought we did that when we.
No, go ahead and make a investigation check.
Whatever you say.
We lived through Alistair blowing up. I thought that was a survival.
Right.
It's like I'm using a left point right away today. Because a 2 is the worst thing I can
It's just
roll.
Telfer doing that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Narate, the reason we want you to lead is so that we don't have to take the blame for it.
Yeah.
So,
18?
you know, if you ask us what
You are suspecting from from information that you've gathered since your arrival previously in Dweemer you feel like you're too deep. You feel like it's above you somewhere.
Okay.
I bet it's in the giant spider.
No, it's not that far.
Yeah, we should play this like a completionist would and go back to level 1.
I know,
Make sure
I know.
Yay! More gold.
So, the that'd be at least bags of holding, right?
Yeah.
And then I've got a.
Well, I thought the 2.
Did the math last week. I think we were sitting at almost 3,000 gold's worth of loot and such. No, did I say 3? 13. 13,000 gold.
Wow. So yeah,
different.
yeah, your bag of holding's probably pretty full. So
This is
I think we should go to the surface, sell things, and then come back down.
okay.
So what we have to.
Well, to get back, because so the way that you got in, entered gate, this path of gates back to the surface.
But we are in the middle of a lair, and everything in the lair has been alerted to
Yeah.
our presence.
So either we stay and go to combat or try to sneak out.
Right.
Well,
or Liam teleports us out after I told him that I didn't think his teleport's going to be useful.
I'm gonna teleport us out.
Okay.
Yeah, in my face, in my.
As a cleric, how do you have teleport?
It's not teleport, it's called word of recall.
And that's a light domain cleric spell, or what is that?
It's just a 6th level
Ability.
spell. Yeah.
Word of recall. You and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet instantly teleport.
So hold on here.
check.
You have to
and
pass the
your
landlord
skill
the
check.
sanctuary
I don't
first.
think you have a sanctuary yet.
No.
So you have to designate a sanctuary by casting the spell there.
So that you have somewhere to anchor to.
Yeah, we don't have it anchored.
So, I'm sorry, what's the name of that?
Word of recall.
Is that, and again, is that a spell?
It's a
Yeah,
spell.
yeah.
Okay.
6th level conjuration.
Divine intervention.
Oh, okay.
We can always designate this area, this little closet full of torture gear to be a sanctuary and we come back here.
No.
It's a good teleport.
That's the sanctuary.
So not only that, but you must designate a sanctuary by casting the spell within a location such as a temple. An area that isn't dedicated to your deity, the spell has no effect.
Okay.
So who is your god?
Right now it's hell.
It's who?
Hell.
So you could go, I mean, there are plenty of temples of the Triumvirate in Waterdeep. You could easily go to a temple of hell and cast sanctuary
After we get back.
after you get back.
I thought we already had a Temple of Helm or something. And
No, there's a Bahamut. Shamash made a temple of Bahamut.
Okay.
I don't know if he'd be able to or not. Dragons can't just walk into Waterdeep. Item. So most dragons can't just walk around the city. They have to be invited or have a special item that allows them to.
I would say the Netherskull Manor is a place for all the unlikely weirdos.
It likely is, but in order to get to Netherskull Manor, they have to fly through other parts of the area.
It sounds like we have a mission
Well, we also
to
have
make access from outside Waterdeep directly into the guts of Trollskull Manor.
Teleportation.
We need to have a permanent gate set up. where people
somewhere.
can-
For instance, the gold dragons had a special item. He had a staff that allowed him to walk in and out, and basically do anything he wanted. And they are magic more powerful than, Netherese or even Halruan magic. They're just not something that you just, I'll just bypass this. Yeah. And when attempts have been made to do that, you're talking about things like the First Sundering, because the elves attempted to use the magic of the Mythals in order to create Evermeet. They succeeded, and then in the ruins of Myth Draenor, where the Mythal was messed with and it detonated like a nuke. So probably not something you want to tinker with, unless you want a new suntan.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a suntan. I have fire resistance. Who cares?
So what's your
Yeah.
You were also now.
Do you want to play in Dark Sun? Why don't you go back? I mean, you can go back. Everybody can make a stealth check, and we'll do it as a group stealth check. So if half the people succeed, then
And it was like the people good at still thing helped the people who were bad at still thing.
right,
Threw a rock over there when you made a stupid noise. Like,
right.
yeah.
25.
I'm down
Nice.
to try to cover your butts. I'll take advantage because I'm moving at half speed.
Yes, you can do that. Well, I mean, not that you can move at full speed.
Add 3 bonus.
I don't need to. Because I've got a.
So, hope I get him.
So what'd you get?
28.
Nice. Shamish.
I got good.
Yeah.
The first was 19, and I got a 16.
Okay.
So,
I got an 18 and then a 17.
Okay.
I really need my
I got
extra
18.
plate. 6.
So more than half succeeded, and that will cover your 6. and you get back, you stealth your way past several hobgoblin patrols. There are a lot of hobgoblins. You discover on your way back that just north of where you fought Doomcrown in his private quarters was a barracks. And just in that room throughout the dungeon looking for whatever caused all of this Armageddon.
Giant's dead.
Their big problem, you guys are
I
able
have
to
this
stealth
magical
past it.
wand.
And you get back to the gate that you stepped out of to get here previously. So you have your choice. You can either just go up the tunnel to level 13, which is you have not been to yet, or you can step through the
Jazira Castle.
no. Not that I remember.
Statue.
That's a lot of notes.
You're telling me, friend.
How many pages of notes do you write
All
I just have a loot notebook and a notebook.
Now I can't find it. I guess carry on. Wait, no, here it is. Jazira shows us a gate to level 14 to Octuria's spot. She also tells us there's four hobgoblin posts with 2 to 4 hobgoblins each, a barracks of maybe 30 to 40, 2 gates in the zone, and 1 can go home if needed, 2 blue. That's
So
what I have in my notes.
okay, so you step through the gate, and you can slingshot through Netherskull.
Yay!
And what do you guys want to do when you're at Netherskull?
I'm going to immediately tend to my polar bear that I got at Netherskull.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also am going to summon a greater steed because that takes a while.
You want to upgrade.
Like buy steed. Oh, fair. Make it a right.
So here's the one thing about Find Greater Steed. You're going to have problems because you're in a strictly support a steed, but most of them not so much.
Polar bear because he learned like what mounted combat or something because he wants to ride a polar bear and fight from polar bear back. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's enough room for that in the dungeon.
Like I said, some levels. So like for instance, a good example of a level that would support mounts would be like Slither Swamp. Big open terrain, you could easily use a mount in there. Willowwood, you could easily use a mount in there.
Those little fiddly rooms and corridors, doors.
Little fiddly rooms and corridors are kind of a problem for mounts.
So
No way. You just tell me they can't.
I
Putting the notes or anything. That you want.
is like,
What level is he?
Taking Quill back.
You can
finally used
write them down.
He's a good meat shield.
No, he is not. He's a terrible meat shield. He's a coward.
Well, I mean, it's only fitting. I mean, now that Lith has a body and he's having Quill's company.
Yeah.
And the like a quill, like a porcupine quill.
Yeah. To you, I don't know.
Where's my or gargoyle? That's right.
Has his gargoyle just been chilling in the bar like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I knew
Yeah.
there was something I was
Yeah, pretty much
supposed to
just
be
hanging out in the
doing.
bar.
He never came back down.
He forgot. He was, what, I bring this gold here. What do I do now?
He didn't forget. He was like,
Well, you didn't tell me he was coming back. All you said was we're going to send him back with the stuff.
That gargoyle of yours, he's sassy as hell.
Yeah, you get home and you find a pile of really stinky rocks in the middle of your bed.
Really stinky rocks. Smells like brimstone. Colby, any surface?
Nothing I can think of. You're just
Did we
doing
go new
boring
shield
living
shopping or
stuff.
nothing?
It probably a wise
I got one new armor. Just the shininess, right?
probably
I do have that blue cape, so, made up of dragon skin, so there's a dragon warlock with dragons, that's kind of, it's like a human walking with human skin on their back.
Yeah.
Made yourself a person suit.
20 gold for replenishing rations and ammunition and things like that. Probably, if you're a caster, probably 30 gold because you're going to need to replenish your
Make sure to get fireball.
components.
I was actually looking into like, alright, let's see. This will need
Get fireball.
this. This will need this.
Yeah, you don't need to space it out. I'm just going to say, normally you would spend about 20 to replenish ammunition and rations. We'll say an additional 10 for components.
What about if we don't need ammunition or rations? We don't eat.
That's true. You're a Warforged, so Warforged have to eat something. Solar panels in a dungeon.
To practice some of his new Barty skills. And
Still here? Is Bob still here?
No, he's
Bob's
gone.
dipped out. We haven't heard
Yep.
from Bob.
Bob is dealing with some other things.
Oh, he's
With
probably in
some
trouble.
demons and angels kind of bullshit, you know?
Anybody knows anything about cloaks of ice?
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. 24.
That's pretty good. Let me see here.
That's what that whole. What is this? What is one of those. Inquisitive road? Yeah. Specialty.
So on a 24, you track down a private collector.
Is he bad? Because I'm going to have to kill him to get it, right?
No. That has a cloak of displacement. Actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls and action. If he has one, he will sell for 10,000 gold.
Very interested, but that's too much. I'm going to spend my money outfitting Quill so he doesn't die in the first encounter.
Okay.
Can I ask around to see if anyone knows where an animated shield is? He just wants
Wow.
a third
I
shield
just
now.
want better armor, so a place to get, what's the material we need to make, yeah.
I just need a drill so I can make.
We can't have a seat.
But also, while you're acting around,
Yeah.
About 20,000.
We need a
Well, there
mimic.
was
we have
that.
Mimic in the zoo.
There was
And
Jarlaxle's
Make an
menagerie
investigation
that
check.
went through town.
Does anybody have a lead on an animated shield?
Damn, you're gonna have to find that in the dungeon.
What about a Luckstone?
A Luckstone. Make an investigation
Oh,
check.
Luckstone? You gotta be really good. Is there like a chart, so if they don't roll, they got nothing, or if they do?
No, it adds +1 basically I want to counter spell more.
What does quill mean in order to do?
I don't have a Lexington listed,
Highest level.
like at all.
Other than like pluses.
Enchanted stuff is better.
Yeah.
I also need to know the value of a
You also have
periapt
+2,
wound
don't you?
closure.
No, I did, but it had also curses on it, so you know.
Curse get removed.
Yeah, the curse got removed, so it's just normal plate mail. Pluses to it. Yeah, I thought because the curse was removed, the pluses were also removed. Yeah.
People tend to just call it a luck stone,
It's called something else. Stone of good luck.
Yeah.
I wonder how much
What'd you
my
get
staff
on
is
your roll?
for.
17?
16.
Rod of Rulership.
Yeah, you can find a Stone of Good Luck. It is a polished agate that while it is on your person, you gain +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws. For it is a wondrous item, uncommon. And you what? Price on that because it is a magic item. It's a wondrous item, uncommon.
So the low end of it would be.
You stabilize
got a
whenever you're
shitty
dying
deal.
at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain. For an uncommon item, that's a pretty powerful item. For periaptive wound closure, minimum you're looking at 4,000 gold.
I'll just put 4,000 gold.
Sure you don't want to haggle?
Alright, good. That's it
What about you, Anthony? Anything you want to look for?
A better.
here. He's working on his great gargoyle.
Disadvantage on our sneak set of plate mail. You can make half plate or chain with a little bit left over.
Correct.
And Anthony wanted to get some so that I can make him some as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. It's so long. It's not gonna be cheap either.
I'll help. I have 100 platinum pieces.
I have.
One full suit of plate mail would cost another 1,500 gold in mithril bars.
Oh, that's just 1,550.
I have
Gold, that's just gold. I have gold. How much gold do you have?
I have
Hey Chris,
Mhm.
just want to let you know I'm taking the second attack.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Let me level up because we.
So now I don't have to get mad about all the ones every time. I'm like, I rolled 4
Yeah, you can
ones."
re-roll. Yeah.
Now that I'm rolling 7d6 for my attacks, I need them all to be better.
Right.
Better, best. So, Savage Attacker is what I'm taking instead of an ability increase.
Now you can roll other ones.
Oh, different ones. And that's nice that I get to choose either one. So if I roll worse the second time, it's like, okay, I guess I'll take it.
So in order to buy 1,000, so a total.
Yet.
You're not gonna have a problem.
So 13 for gold. Oh, my proficiency is +5.
Okay.
You guys divvy up loot.